Frustrated owner is finally closing down her small business after multiple thefts. In fact, 12 thefts in a row. And here's the thing about LA and the rest of California. It just doesn't make sense. I get it. There's thefts, there's shoplifting, there's robberies in every city. It's pretty common for a lot of cities here. But the thing about a lot of the California cities, especially LA and San Francisco, is you could have like 20 robbers in a row, but they'll never change laws about how shoplifting and theft should be punished. In fact, people who rob stuff are usually pretty much in the victim section. Like they feel victimized or they're just short on money, so they steal like 25 G's of makeup items. And this is why so many stores and businesses are closing down and just moving out of California. California is just such a lousy place to own any sort of business, especially being a small business owner with very expensive products. After one robbery, you probably can't financially recover. So the owner of a beauty supply store is saying that she's been burglarized and robbed 12 times in a row. In some incidences, she's even been threatened at knife point by shoplifters. But the straw that broke the camel's back was this insane robbery, which pretty much cost her 25 grand of items. And this isn't just the first time, it's like numerous times of 5-digit robberies. So look at this, people just going in, not even wearing a ski mask. They know like even if they do get caught, they're gonna get like off very easily. Like essentially they broke in, stole a bunch of things, wigs, makeup. These are all very expensive items. These are not cheap. And just went to town on this massive shopping spree. And this sucks, right? This really sucks for the business owner. And she's pretty much going to be closing down her store. And I gotta admit, this is pretty terrible for any small business owner. We have people who own very expensive shoes and they sell expensive shoes in California. They've been robbed before. People who sell like vape pens and expensive glassware in San Francisco being robbed. I remember this Afghanistan guy opened a store here, gets 100 grand of items stolen, and pretty much said straight up that San Francisco is worse than Afghanistan because at least Afghanistan, people get punished there for shoplifting and theft. But in San Francisco, like no one really cares. There's almost been no arrest in the California region with a lot of these robberies, which is pretty much encouraging even more theft. And at this point, it's going to get to the point where every single one of these businesses are going to be leaving. I mean, San Francisco is already Detroit 2.0. LA County is already getting worse. And like I said before, she's even saying the same thing. Her message is to enforce the laws. If laws are enforced, these people will think twice before committing these crimes. And by the way, also says business owners, especially the small ones, are being hit pretty hard. She said her health is also taking a pretty big toll because of all the big stress. And I fully believe her, right? These business owners, they know that laws are so lax to the point that anyone could get away with burglary and shoplifting. In fact, there's even running jokes on the internet saying, why even spend $3K to buy a Louis bag when you could just go in and take it and nothing really happens? So it's like an insane place to open any sort of business. And they just really don't change the laws. I mean, try to do this in like downtown Miami. Try to do this in like Tampa or Naples, Florida. Like nobody could get away with that in those places. It's very difficult to do mass. That's why you only see mass shoplifting. For example, like the Nordstrom flash mob in Los Angeles, because they know they're going to get away with it. You got a bunch of thieves that went to Nordstrom, steals like hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of items, and I guess everyone just gets away with it. Not to mention, security is not allowed to use excessive force, so they know that no matter how many security guards they have, they can't do anything. And also, you also have the cops. They just stand by watching this because they know that if they do anything, they'll get canceled. So this is the state of California, guys, and it's sad, and hopefully they change.